Morning, good.
How are you?
Just fine. Okay.
So firstly, we are very thankful to you for visiting our department.
And it's my pleasure, and I always want to come over here to meet you and plan a few things with the students, and particularly one of our initiative, which is urban youth, and we believe youth is the hope, and that's why we are here.
Exactly. That's great. Okay, so firstly tell me, why did you select interactive theatre particularly as a medium for dissemination of your message?
I think one of the reasons is this interactive theatre is a form which is more of a, it's not agitprop. Rather, we are doing a lot of street theatre where we are creating a demand from the state. Rather, we learn there is no absolute truth in this world, and there is no absolute solutions. People are different with their different upbringing, with different kind of pressures, and there could be 101 solution to one problem. And it is my perception what I want to take from there. So in that way, this theatre can provide an opportunity where people can share dialogue. And one more important thing is this is more interactive, participatory, because the audience is not just mere the audience, rather they are witnessing, they are learning from the reflection, and they are also finding out the solution because due to the spectator, because they are as a spectator, but they can act as well. They can come on the stage, they can take the position of the protagonist, and then they can give us the practical solution. So this critical dialogue is so essential for decision, because you cannot change people by preaching, by sermons. Rather, people can change themselves by making a decision, and that is a place where people can make their decisions what they want to do. That's why I'm more engaged in interactive theatre.
So do you think the message and information portrayed through interactive media can influence the behavior and mental states of masses in long run?
I believe yes, because if you look into the adult education, adult learning, because at the age of 6 you have 80% of your psychological whatever formation. You are talking to me, I am giving you stimulus and information. If it accepts within your sensor, it is okay. It is totally, if you are not agree, then you can reject. But unfortunately, 90% information is in our gray area, where we do have, maybe it is right, maybe it is wrong, and there is an internal dialogue starts. We are thinking on this, we are making up arguments from our past, from our knowledge, from our information, and even liking, disliking, and comfort zone and uncomfort zone as well. But when that internal dialogue went into a external dialogue where people are sitting over there, and this static space, theatre can provide an opportunity where without being defensive, you can try out different solutions. You can be a man, you can be a woman, woman can take the role of a man, man can take the role of a woman. It's a magical. On the same time, different situations you can try out, like a laboratory, where you can test H2O is a water. This is all human relationship. And then during that time, maybe you can make a decision of your own, which can help you to change your attitude. I think there is no other way. This is the only way people can change their attitude or behavior by themselves, by making a decision. And for that, the context is very important. And context is the society, the people, the relationship. So that's why I think that it is really important.
So what are the basic problems with which Interactive Resource Center has been dealing?
The first, I think the first issue is this whole area is a new area. Nobody believed 8 or 10 years back that this is possible. People ask me, we are living in an Islamic society, we are living in a closed society, women's are, there's a gender bias, religious bias, how the people will come and perform? But I think we all have a story. We all want to share a story. And I think these myths are broken when you do 2 or 3 things. First of all, language. Language is so important. It is not just the communication. It's your all existence linked with that. Number 2, people do think in images, not in words. If they look into an image which is close to them, and where they feel to change it, they can come forward and participate into it. Third, I think most important is the control of the process. Do they have the control of the process in their hand? That's why they participated. But in the beginning, there was nobody will participate. And that was a challenge, and within 4-5 years now, nobody is asking that. Rather, they're asking now how you can multiply. Multiplication is a big issue, Till today, in interactive theatre, particularly a joker is very, very important who runs the show. Still we are facing problem, we don't have trained joker even in 9 years. There are very few. The other challenge is, I think, for me, most of the non-government organization or CBOs cannot do the advocacy work. They can do in clusters, or rather they should have some links with the larger networks. Otherwise they could be in danger. So that's why I believe university and institutions are very important. So this is another challenge, because there you can have a continuity, and with the continuity the institution can own it and then they can spread it out. So this is one of our challenge now, how to engage youth in a way when they can use these tools, these theatre, for their empowerment. Because I believe from a journey from Homo sapien to human is only possible when we discover theatre. Wall said, we are all theatre. When you discover theatre, you discover human. This is the best learning methodology we have with the humans. Like, if you look into your life, even in religion, if you go for the prayers, then it's all rituals. It is already decided. You will do this on the. If you look into Zuljana or 11 Muharram's procession, it's all theatre. Human cannot live without theatre. And if that is denial, then we want to snatch dreams from them. It's not allowed for women. It is not allowed for poor. It is not allowed for those who cannot. Those whom we want to, they should be not properly groomed, not become the human.
So what steps you are taking to approach the public located in the remote areas of Pakistan?
Basically, most of the work of IRC initial 5 or 6 years was only in the communities. We were I think I visited all Sindh and Balochistan and WAP. More than 250 theatre groups we formed. But they did their whole kind of issues and advocacy. But then there was one question was, how you can link micro policy to the macro policy? Send your daughters to the school, don't beat your wife, it's fine. But if there is a Hudud ordinance, if there is a blasphemous law, if there is a discriminatory laws, who will change it? So then you have to link that local issue. But the problem may be somewhere in Islamabad. So how you link it? Over there, there's a thinking we should use media. But media, when we work with media, then we find out a lot of problems. Low trust level between media and NGOs. Media is very weak and new, particularly electronic media, because they don't have resources. There's no investigative journalism. There more media sensationalism is there. Along with that, you cannot win with a single story or a breaking of a story. The minister will resign. No, it never happened in Pakistan. We have seen in lawyers' movement it took 2 years to make constant pressure, then they can win. So for that purpose, we started, okay, those people, those groups, those who are doing theatre, will give them the camera. And they use camera as a shield to protect human rights. We started with 4 districts, now in 15 districts we have 3 CCTV cameras with all the training availabilities to them. And even in the first year, 14 of their films posted on the BBC website on the name of Sher Kahani, that is available on YouTube as well. And now, few stories already they have given to NDTV Bombay, rough cut from Pakistan and some of the stories. And now, most probably, with the help of 15 conscious, trained people, we are planning to design some program for the mainstream television channels as well. So that's why you linking that issue of a small town to the national policies,
You're
even
very
defense.